Let's get cooking, baby. But first, the intro. Like any story, we must start somewhere. And like any story worth telling, it starts in South Kakalaki. South Carolina. I'm on a quest for out-of-state bass. A quest that will no doubt test my fishing ability. Hi, I'm CU, and I'm glad you've decided to tag along for Tennessee BASSIN. Okay guys, we have made it to West Tennessee fishing, finally. It is go time, we're ready to go. I'm approaching a pond, I'm literally in the middle of a soybean field, but we're gonna see if we can get ourselves an out-of-state bass. Also, I'm pretty sure there might be a high quantity of snakes in this tall grass that I'm walking through, so fun times, just like home. Okay guys, first impressions, muddier than I thought. Considerably muddy. Not a bad thing though, I can make muddy work. That ain't good. Well guys, hung up on the first cast. Broke us off. So what we've got tied on here, guys, we're just wacky rigging a little green pumpkin with a chartreuse tail, zoom finesse worm, one of my favorite all-time lures, especially when you don't know what's going on around a pond. You can throw around one of these things right here, and you'll get a good idea of what you're fishing around. I think we just scared a fish there too. Can we get an out-of-state fish? That is the goal today. Let's throw a little square bill around, see if we can get out to some deeper water. Oh, shoot, fish just hit it. Fish just hit it. Fish just hit it. We had a hit. Not really. It's high. Yeah. Ooh, look at that fish.
I missed him.
See the ripples?
Yeah.
On the move, guys. What are we going to have on the other side? Right here, guys. You know it's going to be somewhat of a difficult day when you're already finding fishing lures out of private pond. Ooh, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Also, guys, I'm going to stick this in my pocket because you just don't leave fishing lures laying around. It's disrespectful. This is interesting, guys. We are considerably high up to be throwing lures. I'm up on a roadside bank, but this is the only way that you can access this point. So I'm hoping maybe this area isn't fished a ton, and maybe we can hook up on one. That ain't good, guys. I think we just lost a lure. I had a feeling something like this would happen. Yeah, we broke it off. Dang it, man. Dang it, dang it, dang it. One lure down. Fell right off as soon as it came off, and I can't get down there to get it. That's taunting. That is taunting if there ever was such a thing. Ah, dang, man, dang. Roadkill beef jerky, anyone? Fresh off the possum. Whew, guys, I'm just going to tell you, from the little bit of fishing that we have done, it's hot, and it's harder than I thought it was going to be. We've got a little Texas rig with a bullet weight crawdad. There's a lot of crawfish down here in Tennessee, so I'm thinking maybe that's going to be the money. I honestly have no idea. I've never fished really much in another state, not even fished like this. Virginia I fished a little bit, but as you know, that wasn't like a serious fishing. This is like I'm fishing at home. If it's up to me, I'd stay out here all day and push it as hard as I could push it. But I got other people with me, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But I'm still going to push it just about as hard as I can push it. Push it as hard as we can push it. I actually need to loosen that up a little bit. That was a little tight. When in doubt, Texas rig it up. Favorite motto right there. Because the Texas rig is a foolproof, never fail plan. Except for the fact that it doesn't always work. Oh, I just startled a turtle there. There's a big, what I believe to be probably a snapping turtle, sitting out here. Oh, my Nelly, don't do that. Oh, dearie me. See, if you can't tell, it started to cool off a little bit. We've got a little breeze blowing through, and I have got my confidence back, baby. Current situation, guys, but you know, sometimes this is where you catch the biggest fish, when you're getting tangled up on everything in sight. Because I bet all you can see is a bush. Mostly because all I can see is a bush. It has been a tough, tough day, my friends. Just saw a dragonfly absolutely get hammered. He had fallen onto the water, flopped around for about 3 or 4 seconds, and all of a sudden, boom! Just got hammered by a bass. Came up and slammed him. Well, day one of Tennessee fishing, not easy. Not easy at all. They were hitting the topwater like crazy, but the problem we ran into was they weren't hitting our topwater. Maybe if I'd gone with a little baby bass micro pop, I might could have got something done. Or if I had a fly, they were hitting dragonflies, because there's dragonflies all over the place. They were hitting dragonflies that were falling on the water. They'd flap around for a couple seconds, and then a bass would come up and boom, take the dragonfly under. The problem is, I had a chunky popper about like that in white, and it wasn't getting the job done. And I had one bite early in the day, and y'all saw that on the camera, and that was it. We caught 0 fish. We've got a different pond that we're going to go to. Not in this video, though. So sorry. But not in this video, though. We've got some other stuff planned for this video. But we're going to be back at it. You can count on that. Tennessee has not beat us yet. Now, Grand, too, she went fishing for one of the first times in 40-something years. Yeah, and she used to be big into surf fishing, but like I said, she hadn't fished in a while. Now, tell us exactly what you caught. You caught 3 things.
I did. I caught a little turtle, but we lost him when I got him up to shore. I caught a corn cob that was about that long, and I caught a stick.
A tree pounder.
My stick wasn't as big as the stick that Colin caught.
It was an adventurous day. Yeah. Back at the house, guys, and it is really dark. There we go. And the reason that it's kind of dark is because, well, we're staying in a really old house. Like, this house is close to pushing 100 years old. I believe it's 96. Fact check to anyone that's related to me that knows this house. but I think it's 96. I think my great-grandma was 2 years old when it was built. That's the guess. Can't count on it, though. Nonetheless, though, guys, what I wanted to show you for this latter half of the video is a sneak peek of what the next video is going to be, and how cool this house is, because this is legitimately a pretty cool house. So I'm going to show you 2 rooms in this house. Actually, we'll go 3. 3 rooms in this house that I think are legitimately really cool. So room number 1 in here is the sitting room. In there's like a living room, a den. Actually, I think technically a den. This is a sitting room or a living room. Now, this room is really cool. This house is actually called Twin Gables. It's built in a Dutch style. So we've got a nice Dutch style fireplace here. And look at some of the paintings. These are paintings of my grandpa's family. And they are just really cool. And there's amazing old furniture in here. I'm so sorry it's really dark. But old houses have not great lighting. Because, I mean, well, when this house was built, I don't even know if there was much overhead lighting. I think that's the extent of the lighting, is just 2 lamps on the walls there. That was an old piano that they converted into a really cool, appears to be cherry desk. Amazing, cool little thing there. And look at some of the furniture. I mean, look, good night. It's like the stuff you pull out of the Titanic. It's cool. We've got some Chinese. These people traveled the world. Some Chinese art in there. Awesome. The second room I wanted to show you. Man, it's really dark in here, too. Got to find a light switch. Where are you, light switch? Light switch. There you are. Yes, light switch. So the second room that I wanted to show you, this room's a little bit messy. You'll see why it's a little bit messy in a second. But same deal here. Amazing, really cool furniture. I mean, look at that right there. That is from, like, China. It's the China blinds that you see. I don't know what those things are exactly called. Wardrobe, whatever you want to call it. You change behind it. Super cool. Amazing old mirrors, cool chandelier up there. Look at that buffet table. What you see in all the fancy restaurants that they all push out. I don't know what you call that either. I'm like a kid in a candy store here, okay? I love history, and this is like a giant room of history. Cool corner cabinet with crystal glass. Awesome, awesome. Cool room, amazing room, formal dining room. Look at the wallpaper. I mean, good night. It's like you stepped into a history book. And the third room I wanted to show you is more or less just to brag on myself and my brother and my grandpa. We've replaced all this floor in here. There's going to be a wood floor laid on top of this. But it had that weird 1970s tile because they redid the kitchen in 1974. So, cool, nice new floor about ready to be set down. But me and my grandpa and my brother nailed all this down. And in here. And in the breakfast room, because you know you gotta have multiple places to eat. It's an old fancy house, what can I say? So no doubt, a really cool, awesome little old house. Fun. The last thing that I wanted to tell y'all though was a sneak peek to the next video, what you're going to be looking forward to. Anybody know what these are? Fresh chicken livers. You know what I use for those? Catfishing bait. We got catfishing coming on the next video. Tennessee catfishing, I can already hear the title. Maybe, unless something stupid happens, which is very quite possible, that'll be the title of the video. But if not, Tennessee catfishing is underway, baby. Chicken livers, cocked and ready to go. Let's get cooking. See y'all in the next video. I've made close to 100 videos, and somehow I managed to forget about half the time to say, see you outdoors. So, as always, see you outdoors. Love you guys. Alright guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And check me out on Instagram. See y'all later.